So how's your day been?
It's been good. It's really just started. I feel like I'm coming awake a little bit more. The first ones of these are always funny. I'm like, yes, hello. But no, it's been good so far. Very nice to see you all.
But how have you been since we last spoke? Because it has been a few months now.
Yeah, crazy. I feel like nothing has happened, but also lots has happened. I've been good. I've been good. Just working super hard, working away, trying to finish my album and a couple of other things. And obviously putting out John Hughes Movie and making, all the world around that has been really fun. So yeah.
Yeah, I love your new single, which you just mentioned, John Hughes Movie. But before we talk about the song, we got to talk about the music video because, oh my God, it was
very
so
fun.
Cool.
Thank you. I'm so proud of it. I'm glad you like it.
Yeah, and when it first started, you were in the car, and I just looked at it and I was like, Maisie's got the psycho eyes going on. What's happening? And then in that moment, you pulled up the zombie boy, and I'm like, what is going on?
Yeah, no, it's so fun.
Were you inspired by anything in specific for that music video?
Yes, for sure. I wanted to create this perfect little Frankenstein baby of the John Hughes films that the song was kind of inspired by. So The Breakfast Club and Ferris Bueller and Pretty in Pink, and then also some more kind of 90s 10 Things I Hate About You, all that sort of rom-com world, but then paired with as a sort of hilarious 80s slasher, Halloween, Quentin Tarantino, Kill Bill, Jennifer's Body, and kind of have those horror slasher vibes, which is actually hilarious because I hate horror films. I never watch them because I'm too scared. Which is really hilarious that I made this horror music video. But yeah, I wanted to have that juxtaposition and have that shock factor and actually have some blood and some gore. And as you see, the bloody sort of heart that I hold at the end, it's we definitely wanted to go all the way. We didn't want to hold back.
So if you don't watch horror movies, how did you get the vibe for the horror parts? Or did you just say okay, I want it to be a horror film. I know these titles, take these and just tell me what happens.
Maybe watch them. Yeah. No, I think obviously growing up on the internet, you get a sense of the really iconic cultural references. And there's again, it's there's the atmosphere to all those films that you know anyway. And I definitely did do some research. I did some YouTube stalking. It's always met Jennifer's Body was a big one, and that's always very big on Twitter. And I remember asking some friends and sort of talking to them about it. So I did my research. But I just as a rule of thumb would not be the first to suggest a horror film on the TV.
I think it could totally be expanded into a rom-com, whether it's got the horror elements or not. 10 out of 10 would watch.
I'm very pleased. Thank you very much.
Last time we talked as well, you were telling me about how your fans constantly roast you online.
They do.
I saw one on your music video where someone was saying why you're in the passenger seat.
Yes, no, because I very famously can't drive. I've been trying to learn to drive for so long, and it's my fans' favorite joke that I can't drive. And actually, when we were making the music video, the director originally had me driving the car, and I was like, no, you can't make me drive the car because my fans won't believe it. And everyone, the director and my team were like, no, Maisie, it's fine, it's not real. And I was like, no, honestly, I promise you, you can't have me driving the car. And so I was in the passenger seat, but in the opening shot, you don't necessarily see that I'm not driving until I do the dead boy. And all of the comments and all of the tweets were like, Maisie, you can't drive a car. What are you doing driving a car? You can't drive. And I was like, I told you so. They all knew.
I think sometimes directors and producers and stuff, they don't quite anticipate how invested fans can be sometimes.
Very true.
Yeah, and then I saw one on your Instagram. You threatened to sit on someone, and then they were
maybe stamp on them. Yeah, I probably did also do that. We have a very loving relationship, me and my fans.
I love it. But also I noticed that Taylor Swift noticed you again. How was that? Oh, I'm actually wearing my Taylor Swift shirt.
Yes,
because I had a TikTok live with some of the Malaysian Swifties early on.
Wow, that's very exciting. I would have loved to be part of that. I feel like I would have loved that. But yes, no, she did. It was the best day of my life. She said she was a fan of my music. I died and then died again and then died again. Yeah, as you know, I'm the biggest Swiftie ever. So it was very, very cool.
But your cover of Exile with Griff, that even when you put aside the whole singing part, it was such a fun video to watch. So were you guys friends before the video, or how did that happen?
For sure. I've known Griff for a while now, and we've just done some gigs together and done sort of just seen each other in passing, and she's just the nicest. She's so sweet and lovely and talented, so talented. So she just asked me if I wanted to do her covers against the clock, and I was like, of course. But yeah, it was so unplanned. I just rocked up and we were like, we should probably do a Taylor Swift song because we're both massive Swifties, and it was all very unplanned. So it was very cool and amazing and wild that Taylor actually saw it and it all went the way way it did.
How hard was it to actually do that though? Like come up with a song on the
So
spot?
hard. Oh my god, it was so hard to pick the song because we're the biggest Swifties. So we were like, what about this song? What about this song? What about a mashup? What about this song? And in the end, we just stuck to Exile. We went classic. But no, it's definitely harder than you think. You think an hour is a long time, but it's not.
I don't think an hour's enough time to do anything really, let alone come up with a great cover song.
Anything at all. Yes, I would agree actually.
And you keep mentioning a new era has begun. So, Bill, what can you tell me?
Bill, girl. I can't say a lot because my manager will kill me. But there is MP1, as the fans call it. It is coming. It will be out this year, my first album. And I'm so excited. I think it's so good, truly. I think it's the perfect, sort of representation of me going forward. And yeah, I'm so excited for it to come out and for everyone to hear what I've been working on.
Can we expect anything before the album drop?
Yes, absolutely. John Hughes Movie is sort of the first single off of that album. But then, yeah, for sure, I think there'll be a couple other singles. There'll be other videos. But yes, loads of different things. Loads of other projects. I've got another project as well going, which I can't talk about, but isn't related to the album, but it's also very exciting. So exciting. So yeah, loads of different things.
All right, well, I can't wait for that. Hopefully I'll talk to you again when it finally drops.
I would love that.
All right, thank you so much, Maisie.
Thanks, Callista. Bye.
Bye.